Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today I will demonstrate you concept of class and object in Java, as well as we will discuss about how to create the first application program in Java, and then we will learn about the command line program in Java. So let's start with the same. What is class? What is object? So my dear students, you learn entity in DBMS. You learn table in SQL. So as the same as entity in DBMS and as the same as table in the SQL, it is known as a class in Java. For example, suppose if I have details of the student, and that is roll number, name, mobile and city. So you can say this is the detail of the student. So which are the student? For example, 101 Ram, mobile number, for example some number, and the city is, for example, ABC. So you can say this 101 is known as a object. So you can say Ram is an object. Suppose if you have one more record and that record is of 102 and that is Lakshman, so you can say Lakshman have some number and Lakshman belong to some city, so you can say it is also a object. So you can say object 1 and object 2. This object are representing the class. So what is the relationship between class and object? You can say object is a instance of class 1. Second thing you can say, that is object is representing the class. So this is, you can say this is the detail of the student. So you can say that the class is student over here. And this roll number, name, mobile and city, you can say this is the header row, and header row is known as a attributes. So attributes will declare as a data member. So for example, if I am declaring here class student, right, and if I am declaring here integer roll number, for example, I am declaring string name, if I am declaring here integer mobile, and if I am declaring here string city, so you can say this is a class student. These are the, in DBMS it is known as a column. So column will become the data member over here in the Java, and these are your records, that is Ram and Lakshman. So your record will become the object. So if you want to relate your two different languages, then you can relate like this. Your table name in SQL will known as a class in Java. Your columns available in SQL is known as a data member in Java. Your records in SQL is known as a objects in Java. So if you are declaring, for example, if you have product number, product name and product price, so this product number, product name and product price are the data members. This product number, which product is there, so it is known as a records. So you can say which product, for example, product is keyboard, then you can say it is an object, and it all are representing the class, and that class is the products, right? So you need to understand the three things, and that is what? That is class, members and objects. So you can say that object is representing the class. For example, here Ram is an object, so you can say Ram is a student. So what is the relationship between the class and object? Either it has a relationship, or you can say it is a relation with the class. For example, you can say that Ram is a student. So you can say Ram is an object and student is a class. For example, if I am writing keyboard is a product, so you can say keyboard is a object and product is the class. For example, if I am writing here, and that is, for example, I-10 is a car. then you can say item is an object, car is a class. For example, if I'm writing sunflower is a flower, then you can say sunflower is an object and flower is a class. So here there are lots of flower will be there. For example, if I am writing Rohit is a cricketer, then you can say Rohit is an object and cricketer is a class. So you can say there is a or has a relationship between the object and class. Whatever your records are there, it is known as an object. Your column name, that is you can say header row of your data, is known as a data members, and the table name is known as a class in Java. So you can say it is a representation in SQL and this is the representation in Java. In short, we can say that the table in SQL is known as a class in Java, column in SQL is known as a data member in Java, and records in SQL is known as an object. Now I want to develop a simple Java program with the command line input. So how we can do this? Very simple. Let me create a new file. Every Java program is written within the class. So for example, I'm just declaring a class and the class is test1. Now here you need to write a main. As in C language we are writing the integer main, the same way in Java you need to write the public static void main. But what is the public? Public means it is accessible everywhere. Static means no need to create the instance. Without creating an instance, your class will be launched automatically. Then your main is not returning any value, so it is a void. Main is the function. And here inside the bracket we can pass the command line argument, that is a multiple value of a string, and that is the reason why it is an array of string. So you can just write string array. You can write args variable name over here, or you can provide here any variable name, for example data. So this data is my command line argument that user will provide. And if you want to print a simple statement, then you can write system.out.println. Here system.out is an object of printstream class which has the println method. The println method will put the line break after printing the statement. For example, if I am printing here, that is Atmiya University, then you can just write semicolon. After this, I'm just writing here system.out.println and I'm writing here that is MCA2. Now I'm just saving this program. So here you can just click on file and save. So your control S. I'm saving into MCA2 Java folder that is declared in D drive. So here I'm just saving this file as a test1.java. So my program will be saved. Now I want to run this program. Dear students, the comment is as the same as in C language. So you can write single line comment using the double slash. And if it is a multi-line comment, then you can write slash star star slash. Now I want to compile the program. So I can write here Java C, then name of the file. So you need to write file name. Every Java file has an extension that is .java. So to compile the program, you need to write Java C file name. To run the program, you just need to write Java and the name of the class. So here our class name is test1. So if you want to compile this program, then you just need to go to your command prompt. Here in command prompt, you just need to move to the directory in which you have just created this file. So I'm just moving into D drive. Here you can just change the directory using CD and you can just pass the path, that is MCA2 Java. Then you can clear the screen using CLS. Now you can write Java C, name of the file. Name of the file is test1.java. So .java is the extension. Here you can write Java and name of the class. Name of the class is test1. So whenever you write test1, it will print the Atmi University and then it will put the line break, and that is the reason why it is println. But if you are not writing println and if you are writing only print, then it will not put the line break. So for that, you need to compile your program again. You need to save your file also. And then you can just write Java test 1. Then Atmi University MCA2 will be in one line. And there will be a no line break after this. Why? Because I am using the function that is print, not println. So if you write println, then println will work like what? After printing the statement, it will put the line break using /n. Right? After printing the statement, it will put the line break like a /n. So it will be the similar as that is println. So if you run like this, you will get the Atmi University, then line break will be there, and after MCA2, there will be also a line break. So both are same. Either you can write println. If you are writing println, then no need to write a /n, or you can write the print if it is required. So this is what the print statement is. What is public? Public means it is accessible outside the class, or you can say it is accessible everywhere. Then static means what? Static means no need to create the instance of the class. So you can say without creating an instance, you can call, and that is what the static is, and that is the reason why I don't need to call the main. Main will be called automatically by the compiler. How it can happen? Just because it is a static method, and just because it is the static method, no need to create the instance, and compiler will call directly, right? What is the use of void? Void means this function returns nothing. So there is no return value of this function. Your Java execution will start from main and ends with the main, right? So this function return, you can say nothing. And main, you can say it is a entry point. It is a entry point of Java program execution. So your execution will start from main. And if you are writing here, that is a string array, and if you are writing the data, you can say it is a command line input. So whatever user provide as a command line, it will be accessed using this data array. Here you can give any name. The people are mostly written like this: array args or args array. I just change the name and it is data. Sometimes people having the misconception, and the misconception is what? We cannot write the multiple class in one file. It is a misconception. You can write the multiple class in one Java file. So this is the point to remember. So we will also note the point to remember in every lecture, and that is what? That is one Java file may contain more than one class. One more thing that you should know, and that is what? Whenever you compile this program, that is test1.java, in D drive in your folder, that is MCA2 Java, there will be a one file will be created, and that is class file, right? Please see carefully. For example, if I am creating one more class over here, so I'm just copying this, and the class is that is test2. I'm just changing the print statement over here, and the print statement is Java is interesting. And now I don't want to print one more statement over here. So it is a simple test2 class. Whenever you compile this program, that is test1.java. For example, let me compile here Java C test1.java. Whenever you compile here, you will get the two class file over here, and that is test1 and test2. See here, test1.class and test2.class. Now you can run individual test class file, that is Java test1. You will get the message that is Atmi University MCA2 like this. See here, whenever you write a Java and class name, for example, if you write test2, then it will run Java is interesting. If you write Java test1, then it will run Atmi University MCA. In short, to run the Java program, you just need to write the name of the class. So in one Java file, you can have more than one class. Even each and every class contains the main function also. Even you can say that the name of the class and the name of the file need not to be same. So one more point to remember is what? That is the name of the class and name of file need not to be same. So for example, if my class is, let me change here, it is a test11 and it is test12. So I just change the name of the class. Now I'm writing here Java C test1.java. I'm compiling here Java test, for example, 11. If I'm writing test11, then it will print Atmi University MCA2. If I'm writing test12, then it will print Java is interesting. So it means that my program name is test1.java and the class name is different. So your name of the class and the name of the file need not to be same. It is required to be same if and only if your class is public, right? For example, if I'm making here class is public, then it will not allow me to compile this program. Now if I'm compiling this program that is test1.java, it will give me an error. And the error will be what? Class test1 is 11 is public, should be declared in the file name that is test11.java. So the concept is what? The name of the public class, and the name of the file must be same. So the next point to remember is what? Name of public class and name of file must be same. Either you have to remove this public keyword, or if you want to write here public, then you need to change the name of the class and it must be as same as the name of the file. So if it is the same, then also it will be compiled successfully. But if it is a public class, then you cannot write the name of the class different than the file name. It will give you an error. So in this case, either you need to remove this public keyword, or you need to write the name of the class is test1. So this will compile successfully. Now I can write Java test11 and I can write Java test12. It will give me the perfect output. Now I want to develop the program for the command line input. So how we can do this? Very simple. Let me create the new file and I'm just saving this program as demo1.java. So you just need to understand what Java file name has the extension that is .java. Now you can create the class, for example, demo1. Now I want to write a main over here, so I'm just writing public static void main string array, and here you can change the name if it is required. I'm just writing here string, that is array data. Now what I want to do, I want to access the command line argument. So what is command line argument and how we can access this? So it is very simple. Here you can write the for each loop. For example, I'm writing here string and now I'm writing that the name colon data. So data is what? Data is my array. So array will return one by one value to this name value, and I'm just simply printing here that is system.out.println and name. So how we can pass the command line argument? It is very simple. You just need to write here Java C. File name is that is demo1.java. Now you can write Java demo1, and after this you can provide the command line argument. For example, I am just providing here the command line argument is Hariom Tatsat Jai Guru Dat. Then it will print the message that Hariom Tatsat Jai Guru Dat. It means it taking the command line argument from the user. It will consider this argument as a, that is args of 0. For example, if you want to access individual, then you can write here system.out.println, and here you can write data of 0. So if you write data of 0, then it will print the first argument. For example, if I am writing Java demo 1, Hariom Tatsat Jai Guru Dat, then it will print only Hariom. It means this first argument is known as a data of 0. Suppose if you are writing that is data of 1, then it will print the second argument also. But remember, you have to provide at least two arguments. If you are not providing the argument, then it will give you an exception, and that is array index out of bound. If you are not providing the two argument and if you are printing the argument, then it will give you an error, array index out of bound. So how to resolve this? Very simple. You just need to do what? I want to print this data 0 and 1 if and only if the length is greater than or equal to 2. So you can access this. So I can write here like this. If data dot length, so length is the property, greater than or equal to 2, then and then print this. Right. So what happened in this case? If the length is greater than 2, then and then it will print the message, otherwise it will not print. For example, I am passing here Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Guru Dat, then it will print Hari Om Tat Sat. But if I am providing only one input, that is Hari Om, then it will not print anything. Here in else, you can give the message, proper message, that is array index out of bound, or you can give another message like please provide the at least two argument. So in short, you can say that you can access the value like this. Suppose if you want to develop a simple program to display all the argument that is provided as a command line. So how we can do this? Very simple. You can just declare here variable integer, that is n is equal to data dot length. So data dot length will do what? It will give me the total number of argument passed at the command line. Now I can write here for integer I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and I can print here each and every value, and that is what? Data of I. If I am passing data of 0, then it print the first argument. If I am passing data of 1, then it will print the second. I am just running the loop. So what happened in this case? It will print all the value that I am passing to command line. That is Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Guru Dat. Suppose if you pass only 1, then it will print only 1. If you are not passing any argument, then it will not print anything. Why? Because I am running up to length. So all the problem will be resolved and you can access each and every argument. Sometimes people says that, sir, I want Hari Om and Tat Sat both together, right? It means I want to consider this as a one argument. In short, I want to provide the space. For example, if I am writing here Java demo 1, Parag Shukla. Now I am writing Kapil Shukla. Now I am writing Deven Patel. Now I want to know that how many arguments are there. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 arguments are there. So it will print each and every argument in a new line. So what it will give me a message? Parag Shukla, Kapil Shukla, Deven Patel. But I want the output like this. Parag Shukla is a one argument. Kapil Shukla is a second argument. And Deven Patel is a third argument. In short, I want to consider the space. So at that time, if you want to consider a space, you can pass your value in a double quote. So if you pass your value in a double quote, then it will consider the space also. Then it will give you output like this: Parag Shukla, Kapil Shukla and Deven Patel. So this is the way you can develop the simple program in Java. You should know the point to remember, and the point to remember is what? One Java file may contain the more than one Java class. Name of the class and the name of the file need not to be same. Name of the public class and the name of the file must be same. To run the Java program, you just need to write Java and name of class. To compile the Java file, you just need to write Java C and the file name, that is the file name.java. To retrieve the command line argument, you can write data of 0, then it will give you first, data of 1, then it will give you second. If you put this into for loop, then you will get all this. So this is the way you can do like this. So that's it from my side. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.